You know, the week started off with a day in Kenai on the peninsula, meeting with those that the first responders, meeting with Mayor Navarre, meeting with the city deputy mayor to learn about how they handled the earthquake, and they did a phenomenal job. The reason there were no funeral is because of what people in Kenai did to make sure that people were notified. I've heard some stories that somebody felt the earthquake. 10 minutes later, there was someone at their door saying, "You must evacuate, get out now." Any earthquake is where there's loss of property is very unfortunate. No loss of life on a 7.1 earthquake. That was a tribute to the first responders in Kenai. A couple of things. One is if we don't make a change, of course, the dividend program goes away in less than 4 years. It goes to zero and it will be no more. So we're trying to keep the permanent fund concept permanent in the changes we're making. We can't guarantee it certainly won't be the big checks we've received in this last year, the biggest that we've ever received in the state. We still need to fund education. We need to fund public safety. We need to still plow the roads. We need to operate the Alaskan Marine Highway System. There's so much we need to do across the state in public services. So we need to make sure that we can continue to do that. That the size of government is continuing to come down significantly in 1 year, and that's an ongoing process. So we need to focus on the big picture of solving this problem. So we know that cuts alone won't do it. It's an important part. Absolutely, it's an important part. Is it something we should be doing first? It is, and we have been doing that first since December 1st of 2014. So it's a matter of fixing the whole problem, and budget reduction is certainly part of that. I enjoy the opportunity to spend time with them in this somewhat out of the Capitol environment. We meet regularly in a kind of a formal setting. And to be able to sort of kick back and spend an hour or so bowling once a week, it's just part of what I enjoy doing. I enjoy them. I enjoy members of the legislature, each one, and so it's nice to sort of socialize with them in outside of a sort of a professional setting. So it was I enjoyed that. It was a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to next Thursday night. Well, I mean, one of the things I enjoy the most about this job is getting out into parts of Alaska that I wouldn't normally get to as often as I do. And so people are surprised when I'm in Bethel, when I'm at the airport. I know the schedule of the food truck. He arrives right at noon, and the flight doesn't leave till later. So it's something I look forward to in Bethel is when I'm at the airport to take a meal on the plane with me. So I'm looking forward to next week on the 15th, and Senator Murkowski is going to have a hearing, which I appreciate very much. At the hearing is talking about the energy costs of rural Alaska, which is, something that we've been talking about a long time. So I'm anxious to provide testimony and some input and some suggestions. And again, I'm so appreciative of Senator Murkowski holding that hearing in Bethel is a great venue for that.